We're here today to thank our representatives and senators for creating a dedicated fund for proceeds of the sales tax on alcohol. Last year, the House and Senate repealed the special tax break that alcohol sold in stores enjoyed for many years. This year, the House and Senate have both individually passed legislation to make sure that revenues from the sales tax on alcohol go to fund prevention and treatment programs that promote and support recovery. Too often, legislators are criticized for their actions. We're here today to do the opposite. Our representatives and our senators have shown by their actions that they understand, respect, and value the importance of prevention, treatment, and recovery. They have used revenue from the sales tax to protect and even increase funding for prevention and recovery programs. We owe them our gratitude today as we visit with them. We are fortunate to be represented at the State House by individuals who understand the power of recovery.
Defeating the repeal on alcohol tax, in my opinion, is the most important thing we can do between now and November to get the message out there. 40% of those who abuse alcohol under the age of 15 continue to abuse alcohol through their life. We can change this statistic. Beating the repeal on alcohol tax is about all of these issues, but it is also about the revenue from the tax, which ensures that the valuable programs that we address, that help us address addiction and substance abuse, continue to be the best in the nation right here in Massachusetts. And are we willing to give that up? Are we? Then we gotta let our message get out there. These revenues are instrumental in keeping the infrastructure in place for the substance abuse programs, as well as providing the family services that support those in addiction. We need to talk to everybody we know and spread the message that we gotta beat back the repeal of the alcohol tax because it's a BS scheme. We want to preserve the recovery system that we have put together here in Massachusetts with the Bureau of Substance Abuse, and we want to give the people at the Gavin House, the Jonathan Scotts, we want to give them the tools they need to help those that are sick. So it isn't enough just to say no. We need to become warriors between now and November. Thank you very much. Now let's go. Thank you.
And like for me, and a lot of people that I know that are my friends and people I really care about, without this money that's going to those programs that I've been to and my friends have been to, where would I be? I'm speaking at the State House right now. I don't think I would have been doing that a little while ago if it wasn't for this, the programs and whatever I've been in. I wouldn't be where I am without all this money and all these things that are in place for people to get help. And I wouldn't want to see that go away, because then it's unfair for me. I'm doing really good now, and I have a lot of stuff going for me. It's unfair for someone in some kid in my exact situation. I'm only 17, right? So some kid who was like me when I was 15, 16, like a mess all over the place, who wants help, but there's no money to give him help. That's unfair, that's dumb, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why anybody would want to take this away.
I decided that life didn't have anything to offer me, and I found comfort and relief when I was drinking and when I was high, and that's what I did for the next several decades. I lost my youth to alcohol and drug abuse, and I barely made it out alive. I have been in recovery for the last 15 years, which means that I haven't had the need or desire to drink or take a mind-altering drug since 1994. Because, you know, I made a decision back then that I deserved a better life. The same way that these young people sitting to my right here and everyone in this room deserves. We need to keep the treatment places we need to keep the treatment in place, and we need to speak up, and we need to advocate for our communities and for our families in order to achieve this. And that's why we are here today. And I began working in the field as well. And today I work for MORE, the Massachusetts Organization for Addiction Recovery, where I am learning to become an effective advocate for this cause and for all the campaign of substance abuse treatment. We must relay the message that alcohol tax helps deter underage drinking, and also that alcohol tax is dedicated to prevention and treatment, and it generates over $100 million in dedicated funding for public health issues. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here this morning, and let's keep up the good work, and together we can make a difference. Thank you.
We're also here to celebrate the fact that we have people in this building who get it, who actually get it. I've been without a drink or a drug for over 32 years. Thank you. I've worked in this field for over 31. And I'll tell you, I've watched it grow. I've watched this field grow from the state asking us if we wanted to take money to actually do this work. And now we have a dedicated fund, the possibility of a dedicated fund to help save lives. And only because there are people who get it. They get the fact that 20% of the people who drink 80% of the alcohol consumed. 10% drink 50%. Why shouldn't they pay for their own treatment? Those are the ones who are getting the treatment. All this does is shift the cost to the people who actually use the services. Nothing wrong with that. How much is a life worth? Well, we're hearing it say that the average increase on a six-pack of beer would be 6 cents. 6 cents. That's what a life is worth? 6 cents? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they're worth a lot more. And as much as it's dramatic as it might sound, the reality is, and pretty much everybody in this room knows, there are people actually dying out there today, and there are people who will die simply because they can't access treatment.
And if you are a face and a voice for recovery, if you are a family member, or you are an individual, you are a provider, you are for prevention, you are for treatment, your face is visible.